Hello, Karen. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, so buckle up. That's what we're doing now. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use your existing website, this very website, to get more customers online. And I'm going to show you a few things that you can literally implement right now. Now, I'll also be showing you one of your local competitors' websites and show you the numbers on how they're beating you online and what you can do to turn the tables. And let's start with your website, though. It's a beautiful website. You clearly have paid some money for it, and it was money well spent. It's interactive. It's got things to click. It's got information. It talks about your suppliers for the various roofing and door products that you have. You have customer reviews there. It's got it going on, really. If I was a customer, I would love to land here. And that's the thing. You want more customers to land here because when you had this made, when you spent money on it, you thought it was going to become a tool of your business that would actually bring you customers. And it is not doing that. It is underperforming right now. Here is how I can tell you that. I have a paid tool that's called Ahrefs. This actually shows me the metrics of your site, how it's been performing over the last couple of months. And this is a regular old Google search for West Hartford, Connecticut roofer. And I know you do more than that. I know you do citing and all that stuff. But here's what I need to tell you is that Google is responsible for about 96% of anyone's traffic. And that is a huge amount. And most people don't know how Google works. And if you don't know how something works, you can't take advantage of it. So there are some very simple things that I'm going to show you that you can deal with, you can take care of today if you want. Now, I'm going to explain how Google works by showing these and explaining this particular results page. Now, the first thing, though, I have to say is that Google has an algorithm that is responsible for the placement of everything on its results page. So up here at the top, these folks are roofers who are I know Google guaranteed. They're also that means that they paid to be here essentially, and that's not such a bad thing. I mean, it is. It works for some people, and great. You know, if that's a way to go, great. Now below that is what we call the map pack. Now the algorithm is definitely responsible for who gets up here. And the right way that it selects people, aside from these folks up here who are sponsored, the way that it selects people is that it rewards them for having done well at filling out the Google Business Profile. Now, that Google Business Profile is like any other online profile, a bunch of boxes you have to fill in, like what year you started your business or your daily hours, you know, stuff like that about your business. But there's a lot of information to fill in. And if it doesn't get filled in thoroughly, then those folks are not rewarded with this prime spot up near the top. And being near the top of a Google search has value. This is not the most prized area. However, I will show you the most prized areas just below this. And it's what we call the organic search results. And the reason that we call it organic is you don't have to do anything to get there other than have a website. Now, this is the second thing that the algorithm is looking for, and that is content. Now, I'm going to show you Klaus Larson LLC is the very first contractor I find underneath the map pack. Of course, Yelp is a list of people, not a contractor. So contractor to contractor. So I'm going to refer to them as your local competitor. And I want to do something really quick for you here. I'm going to take your website and I'm going to copy and paste it into this word counter. And you might wonder why I'm doing that. It's because Google actually counts content in words. And do the same with them. Copy and paste. It's the only way that Google operates. I mean, all words are, it's a word-based search engine. And so now they have added pictures and you can whistle into the thing to find a song. But beyond that, now they have 3,233 words, which is really, really very good for them. Not so good for you. You have 622 words. The algorithm is looking for more. And the more actually starts at 1,500 words. Google has determined that 1,500 words is the minimum amount of words necessary to be able to educate their search customers, their search clients, in whatever it is that they have Googled and typed into that little Google box to find out about. And whether that be something for academia or whether that be something looking for a roofer in Connecticut, it doesn't matter, Google. 1,500 words minimum. However, because this is a competitive, world, I mean, we are competing against our business rivals. You are now going to need to put 3,234 words on your website. No reason not to do way more than that so that you beat this number, because if they have any, changes, you want to be prepared for it. As you can see from their website, it doesn't look like it is just, laden with a whole bunch of, paragraphs that are ugly or anything. It's got, some interactivity. It explains some things. You can certainly read about stuff here. That's one way of dealing with it. It's not like it's a lengthy homepage. So you can definitely do the same. Now, the other thing I need to tell you is that all words are not equal on Google. And what I'm talking about are keywords. Keywords are words that come from your industry, they come from the communities you serve, and they come from Google searches that people have made. Google takes all of those things into account, throws them in a hopper, and see which one has appeared most and second most, and so on. Those become the top keywords. You have 95 keywords on your website, mostly stuff to do with your industry, I'm sure, and your competitor has 1,900. So as you can see, there's a little more than 10 times more the number of keywords. Let's look at what their keywords are. I pulled them up earlier. Come on, there we go. Now, you're going to see a lot of competition, but I want you to remember one thing. The algorithm does not know our language. It does not know, it does not make any judgment calls. It does not know similarities. Roofer in Connecticut is not the same as roofers in Connecticut. For one, the word in is there. And for two, roofer and roofers are two different words. It does not know singular and plural. It does not know the difference between roofer, and roofing. All of these things are not something it takes into account. So if number one and number two are roofer Connecticut or Connecticut roofer, then it is going to look for both. It's not going to assume, oh, good, this is here in that order. I can just skip over that. No, it counts everything. Now, let me show you some of these. Well, obviously, gutter installation, roofer in West Hartford. 3-tab shingle lifespan, Unionville. You see, now we're starting to see the communities around you also. Let's see, roofing Connecticut, just like I said above. Cape Cod roofing. I don't know what your service areas are, but I figured that there might be some more words from your industry, but they are probably somewhere in these 53 pages of keywords. Now, it's not hard to find out what keywords are by yourself by just Googling your competitors' sites and seeing what they have written there. But obviously, it's a lot easier for me because I can just see them. Now, the next thing I need to tell you about is backlinks. Backlinks is where your site appears on somebody else's site, and you have a link back to your site. So like Yelp would be an example, or yellowpages.com. You have 46 referring domains, and that is really the number that we're most interested in. Your competitor has 109 domains, so you're halfway there. And here what they have for referring domains. Yellowpages.com, I just mentioned that. Porch.com, Superpages, Chambermaster, I don't know what that is. Dexnose, Yellow Page City, My Local Services, and so on. Now, these are all sites that are not difficult to get onto. You can generally fill out a profile for most of them, and you want them to be rated in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, ideally. Now, this rating is the domain rating. It shows the strength of a domain's backlink profile, meaning your backlink profile. You have a backlink, and you have 46 of them, which gave you a backlink profile of 10. And for these folks, this is a scale of 0 to 100. They have a 90 because a lot of other pages refer back to yellowpages.com or porch.com or superpages and so on. So you want the highly rated ones, but you also want the local ones, and those aren't going to have such a high rating, but they're fine because you want them. You want things that are related to your industry. Don't go buy, backlinks from some unknown source because they're not going to help you. In fact, they could hurt you. Now, the final thing I'm going to show you is what it all comes down to, and that is this traffic. You had 29 visitors last month. That's up from the month before by 2. You had 27 visitors the last month, before this last month, and your competitor had 1,800. So there we go. That's a little change right there. And something that you can catch up to fairly readily. I mean, you're not that far behind in any of this stuff. I mean, and this is roughly what, a 62 times more than yours. And that means that they had 62 more opportunities to have a request for an estimate come in, to have that estimate become a paying customer, and to put money in their pocket. So that's what this all boils down to. There is value in being up at the top of a Google search. Now, I'm going to do something. I'm going to look for Bartlett Brainard as I scroll down and see if you are anywhere near the top. And while I'm doing this, I want you to, oh, excuse me, I didn't sleep well last night. I want you to think about your own Google habits and see if, like when you're Googling something, how far down do you Google before you say to yourself, you know what, I probably have it from here on up. I have enough options here, so I'm going to stop. I don't need to scroll any down further. And as you can see, I'm nearing the page, the bottom of page 3 here now. And I still don't see you. So, would you have scrolled this far for a roofer in West Hartford? And if the answer is yes, great. And if it's not, then let's change that for you. Let's get you closer to the top. Anyway, here's what the summary is. I don't find you, but here's what the summary is. A, Google business profile, fill one out. B, keywords and more of them. And C, backlinks, more backlinks and better backlinks. Now, like I said, these are things you can implement right now. Now, we can also help you make these changes, and that would be with the goal of getting you a bunch of new customers because they're not finding you right now. Now, Eric will be following up with you to get some feedback about the ideas that I've discussed with you in this video, and I hope I have been helpful either way. And thank you for watching. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day, Karen.